Uh, Welcome to the Sean and Geek, the Sean Geek and Fast Fret podcast. Done.
Well done. Okay, we're going to use that. Welcome to the Sean Geek and Fast Fred podcast. It's just me, Sean Geek, here today because there's some strange, interesting news going on in my household right now. We lost Luna. I haven't really talked about this on air yet, but we did lose the original mascot to the show, the infamous Luna. It's crazy, man. Like, it's been a tough time. It's been a tough adjustment. And we broke down and decided that it was important to fill a hole in our house. We're pet people. We've always been pet people. We always intend to be pet people. And we didn't have a pet, and the house felt so empty, and we weren't replacing Luna, but we found another dog, and his name is Simon, and he is sweet, and he's awesome, and he's great. And he's a puppy. Well, we might even just use his face for this episode. But based off the past episode, I kind of want to continue on the same run talking about the greatness of Winnipeg music. And I own a fair amount of Winnipeg music, and I was trying to come up with a reasoning, or not a reasoning, but I guess some of my favorite Winnipeg-based CDs that I've picked up over the years, and ones that I think that you need to hear. So we're gonna get right into this. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to when I first moved here, and we're going to pick a song. Hey, look what I'm using here. I'm using Windows Media Player. Why? I don't know. Kind of like it. So I've got a whole slew of my favorites. This doesn't include everything. And we are going to go, we're going to go back. We're going to go back in time to when I was just a wee young pup. And I was going, I believe I went to the zoo. It was probably one of the first times I went to the zoo. And I found this awkward looking band. They were all 4 different heights. Not that it matters, but they just looked like a bunch of friends up there. They didn't have a united look to them or anything. And they were called Tolerance. And they're pretty awesome. Which song am I going to play? Let's go with this one. So this is off their self-titled album. It's called Caught in the High Beams. This might not be to everyone's liking, but it's definitely to mine. So let's take a listen. What do you think of that one? That was pretty good. That's called Caught in the High Beams. Band's called Tolerance. I don't have any more information on them. I've got a cassette around here somewhere. But man, like I remember seeing them, and I was they come on stage, and I'm like looking, I'm like, who the hell are these guys? But then they started playing, and the guitar player was wicked. The singer, I mean, you heard him. He kind of had a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call it, a bit of a Chris Cornell-ish vibe. This would have been the 90s, I guess, the early 90s. So I guess that would kind of fit in there. So there was another band that I saw in and around this time too, if we want to talk about a complete difference of band, quite a bit different. They were called the New Meanies, and I've told the story on this show multiple times. But I saw them on. I was walking by a place called the Spectrum Cabaret, which still around. It's called something else. I'm not going to advertise for them. But anyway, I heard music, and I was walking on York or whatever street it was, and I heard the music, and I followed it, and I was totally by myself, and I just walked into the place. I saw the band playing on stage, like from the door. I paid my $5 cover or whatever the heck it was, and I went in, and I just sat there and watched. And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen a band like this before. I was just completely stunned. So I'm going to play now. I was just going to play this one. This is off their self-titled debut, which was, they were called at the time, they're called the Blue Meanies, but then there was another band in the UK, I believe, called the Blue Meanies, and they started calling themselves the New Meanies. I'm not sure which came first, but somebody copyrighted it before the other, I think, or something like that. I don't know what the story is. They still perform usually once or twice a year in Winnipeg. They get together, but I think they're scattered around the country. Here is the New Meanies, or the Blue Meanies, or whichever you wish to call them. And we are going to play a song called Brother Moon. Holy shit balls. Can you imagine walking into a club and you're hearing this music on the street and you're like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? You walk in, you see these guys just sweating and playing, and they're all ridiculously talented. Anyway, also around this time, I'd also found another band called Tooth and Nail. Now, they were not playing the same venues as the Meanies were. They were not playing the same venues as Tolerance were, but they were playing alternate venues, and they were kind of a cover band that was playing some originals as well. And their popularity got to a point that they would, a band plays like 3 or 4 sets in an evening, and one of those sets was allowed to be all originals. They were that popular, playing in, top 40 bars, and somehow being able to play their own shit, which is pretty impressive. Eventually, there was another band called Tooth and Nail, so they changed their name to Sandozz Minstrells, and they released this. All right, here we go. I was just trying to figure out which tune I wanted to play, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to play. But we're going to go with this one. I think I like this one. It is called Mrs. Merriweather Centerspoon. Now, I guess I should offer a little more information about this band. They were, it's probably the local band I've seen the most between them and Red Fisher, I would think. Wait, we're going to play Red Fisher, don't worry. And this is around the same time. So this is the span of like late 1990 to like 92, 93-ish, I think, in that ballpark. I was going out 3 or 4 times a week, and I was seeing bands every single one of those nights. So when I was seeing Tooth and Nail, which later became Sandozz Minstrells, I actually got a chance to actually talk to them a bit, and I kind of became friendly with the drummer, because I'm a drummer, so we chat between sets and stuff. And they were doing a fair amount of, they were playing like a lot of Guess Who for covers. They were playing like a lot of like 70s kind of long-haired hippie kind of classic rock. And then the stuff they were doing was phenomenal. So this kind of fits. You'll hear it kind of fits in that whole 70s vibe. And they used to get added to like classic rock lineups all the time as like the first band to play sort of thing. But anyway, here we go.
Well, Mrs. Merriweather Centerspoon had a baby, but she gave it back. Since she had the child just way too soon. Can't raise a baby when you're selling crack. Now you might have something more to say about the very thing that I just said. But if you're gonna throw your life away, why don't you give it to the child instead of Merriweather Centerspoon? Mr. Merriweather Centerspoon, yeah. I'm Merriweather Centerspoon. Mr. Merriweather Centerspoon. Still
Didn't that feel good? Okay, well, I just mentioned it, so I'm going to have to play it now. I could easily do an entire episode on this band. I've seen this band so many times. Special thanks to Nancy. Nancy was the one that introduced me to a lot of local music, a lot of local bands, introduced me to the Albert, to the Zoo, to that place on Osborne whose name is escaping me. Tell me, what was that place? What was that place in the 90s on Osborne? Toad in the Hole was one of the places, but there was another place. Die Machine, I guess it was, probably. But anyway, discovered a lot of great music thanks to Nancy. Nancy, fucking awesome. But anyway, Red Fisher is probably the band I've seen the most. Probably. I've seen them so many times. I was in University of Manitoba at the time. And I believe saw them there a bunch of times, as well as a bunch of other venues like La Vérendrye and, oh my God, I'm forgetting all these places. But anyway, like I said, I could do a whole episode, but instead, I'm just going to play this quick ditty called Cookie Dough. Wasn't that awesome? Around the same time, I also discovered Propaganda. But again, it's going to have to be a whole freaking episode about them. But also around that time, I also discovered this other band who I discovered through my comic book shop because Doug, the singer for this band, I keep tapping my mic, I apologize. Doug, the singer for this band, a principal songwriter for this band, I believe. A great guy, comic nerd, and wrote some really amazing lyrics, some really amazing songs. They're so layered, so layered. So this band, the Bonaducci's, huge Winnipeg favorite for me. And this song is called Bomb Threat at Montgomery High.
Dark news arrives with the announcements of narcoleptic bodies strewn everywhere. Beg to stare at the chilling bush before they retreat to the fog of the smoker's stairs. They play it safe while the cameras are spinning. The next day security goes straight to work. Injudiciously jamming hands in the marsupial pocket of my hooded shirt. I sharpen my tears, break their precious smiles, while a shadow of fear still hangs across their eyes. Reduced to this, what you know. Heart keeps ticking and it's ready to blow. 3, 2, 1, building up inside. Bomb threat at Montgomery High. 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 Days pass and it gets more scary. The perpetrator sitting in their same seat still while
up English class windows and talking about writing about films about books. I sharpen my tears to break their wretched smiles, while a shadow of fear still hangs across their eyes. For days to this, what do you know? Heart keeps ticking and it's ready to blow. 3, 2, 1, building up inside. Bomb threat of Montgomery High. 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 It's ready to blow. 3, 2, 1, building up inside. Bomb threat at Montgomery High. Bomb threat at Montgomery High. Bomb threat at Montgomery High. Bomb threat at Montgomery High.
The Bonaducci's used to open for the Bonaducci's and the Paperbacks as well. Used to open a lot for the Weaker Thans, and there was an episode of oh my god. There's an episode of the Weaker Thans podcast where they were talking about oh my god, they were talking about a lyric from a Weaker Thans song about Albert Street, specters haunting Albert Street. I am the pamphleteer. The Albert was like, we would hang out on Albert Street all the time, and then we'd end up at the Albert. And they opened for the Weaker Thans multiple times. But anyway, at some point we saw, I became aware of the Weaker Thans, unaware at the time that John K. Samson, who had come from Propagandy, had formed this band. And I think I was mispronouncing the name. Anyway, I heard it on CKUW, or not CKUW, Kick FM, which was the college radio station in town, and I discovered them there. But I wanted to, speaking of the pamphleteer and speaking of specter haunting Albert Street, I feel that this song, Wellington Wednesdays, kind of paints a picture a little bit more about playing out during that period of time.
The nights spill a permanent stain. The city soaks in silence, salt and dirty snow. Blue glow from the TV again. Curtains never open, faces never show. And every time the light is turned on, there's a light that's turned off somewhere. And every other moment it's lost. There's a perfect cost. There's a debt you can't share. Clock stopped at the corner of Albert Will Show. Last an hour ago, so stumble down the stairs again. Pretend you're not too proud to understand it's still no end. The voice cuts through the crowd. Only people talk too loud. Nights spill a permanent stain. City soaks in silence, salt and dirty snow. Blue glow from the TV again. Curtains never open, faces never show. And every night they play the same song to the same offbeat believers. And everyone is singing along, wearing blue black eyes, wearing dead men's neckties. Clock stopped at the corner of Albert Will Show. Your life was up an hour ago, so stumble down the stairs again. Pretend you're not too proud to understand there's still no end. The voice cuts through the crowd.
That song is really special to me because everything in that song is basically explaining so many things about going out and seeing all these bands play and Wellington's was the place, I believe, that I used to go to all the time as well. It was Wellington Wednesdays. I mean, you can't go wrong with that at all. So, also at the same time, I also discovered another band. So there was a band called the Chocolate Bunnies from Hell. You might have heard of them. Now, I wasn't totally into that band. There was also another band called Dirt Peak, which I'd seen a couple times. I kind of like those guys too. They're pretty good. But I really stumbled across this band called The Amazing Spider Band, or Volume. They were called Volume. They had a really cool logo, really well thought out. Just really fucking cool band. But so I could easily just play a song from Volume, like off of their EP they released. But I think I want to play something else. I think that would be much better. The principal songwriter of Volume was one Lee Filbert, or also known as Philbatross, who also used to be in a band called Bucket Hitch. And I fell in love with that band greatly. They're phenomenal. I've gotten to know Lee. I've had Lee on the show. I've also had the crazy ass guitar player in the band, Alf Catalico. And I really want both of them on the show again, preferably together. I mean, if you guys are listening, both of you are listening to this, then I'm really pointing out that having you both on the show, I think, would be pretty awesome. As well as the third member. I don't know. I'd love to see that happen. That would just be freaking astounding. So I'm going to play one of the songs that was not on the EP, but that would have been released on the full length, I believe. And if I've got this wrong, I apologize. But here we go. We're going to play a song off one of the other songs off the Volume band EP. But just to point out, they were playing together and they were playing songs from the 1960s Spider-Man cartoon and rocking them. Heavy guitar. I mean, the music from the original Spider-Man show, other than the theme song was fine, but the other music in the show was phenomenal. And my band at the time, Salty Bear, we were playing those songs as well, but we weren't good enough to be out playing clubs and that kind of thing. But whatever, that's fine. But anyway, we're gonna play a other song off of here. I'm just gonna try to pick one, so just give me a sec. Alrighty. Now, I apologize if I've got this wrong, but I believe this was intended for the full-length release, and Lee was kind enough to sell me a CD with kind of all the other tracks on here. Anyway, this song is called Simplicity, and it was intended to be on their full-length release. The EP was kind of like a teaser with 4 tracks on there, one of which became my wedding song. But anyway, here we go. Here's Simplicity by Volume, featuring Lee Filbert and Alf Catalico.
He was the voice of outrage, I think, that speaks inside of all of us about having to hold back, having to be socially acceptable.
Try to be a piece of what was right. job. All you ever wanted to be about.
That's entertainment.
I think volume could have been the biggest thing that came out of this city, honestly. Okay, I figured. You know what? I was screwing up. I couldn't remember what the name of the band was. The band was called Projector, and that's what I want to play for you, because this song, I can't remember. It was on some compilation, some local compilation or something, and I don't know. It hit me. It hit me in a way that I don't know. Let's see. Maybe there's something else on here. We'll see what comes up here. I don't know. I think this is good. I was going to play The Waking Eyes, but you know what? It doesn't do it for me, man. But instead, I am going to play Projector. And I was like, which one are we going to do? All right. We're going to go with this one here. Oh, my God. It's a thing here. I will say I'm using Windows Media Player, and sometimes it does shit, and it just takes forever to... It's just not doing anything. But anyway, we're going to play Foxfire by Projector, another local band. I saw them. I can't remember where I saw them, but there's something really, really good about this band. Let's go with this.
Shows of invitations. Don't you know I'm British? And all the actors love her. So why aren't you near me? Why aren't you near me? Why aren't you near me? Why aren't you Praise your last star. Couldn't hear the words. Lights I'm looking at. Show me Praise your love star. Couldn't hear the words. Lights I'm looking at. Show me some
Holy shit. Yeah, it's otherworldly, fantastic. Fantastic. I don't know what more to say. Hey, so this was a period of time. I've got a whole bunch more Winnipeg stuff I want to play, and I'm almost thinking that I'm just going to keep freaking doing this as I see fit and as I want to. Just keep playing more Winnipeg stuff, man. There's just so much good stuff that comes out of Winnipeg. You guys don't even understand. Like, you guys have to come here and just understand how phenomenal the music in this city is. I think we're going to end with another local band, Painted Thin, another favorite of mine. I own a few of their releases. This song is called Hurricane Prone.
Stick tragedies are sad lives and homes. I wish that Winnipeg was hurricane prone. There's fog over top, the gutters under snow, and the big businesses next to family-run hotels. And there's a big Coke can, an advertisement stand where bonies panhandle for change. And now the ones who need all the money the most don't even bother anymore. And I want to take a train all the way up north. I want to feel a real wind blow. A real wind blow. A real wind blow. And I want to sit with you on that rubble of our homes. Yeah, I want our tragedies to be the kind that everyone can see. Yeah, I want to sit with you on that rubble until dawn. When our lives and our homes, when they're gone. Yeah, I want to sit with you. I want Winnipeg to be hurricane prone. Hurricane
I just gotta tell you, it's just fucking great. Just fucking great. Anyway, we're going to leave it here. We're going to do this again because, I mean, come to Winnipeg, come see some live music, come see some great independent bands. Stop paying money for the big ticket bands out there that are charging anywhere from $300 to $5,000 a ticket. Go support these guys. Go support these bands. Go look after the bands that are always out there and they're always playing and they're always doing their thing. And because I can, because I want to, I'm going to do this again. It's that simple. Okay, we'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you for listening. Thank you for attending this show. And thanks for keeping our numbers. I really appreciate everything that you guys do for us. I really appreciate the listeners. And I want engagement. Hey, if any of these bands, if anyone's offended that I played their music on here, I'm really sorry, but I'm just trying to get the word out about your music. But that being said, I'd also like to have you on the show and talking about your band and talking about your music. Any of you, I would love to have you in the show at any time to just talk about how great Winnipeg music is. All right. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week. And bye. Have a good day.
Hey, gang. Sean Geek here.
And Fast Fret.
And we have 2 storefronts. If you are a TeePublic fan, you can browse our inventory over at TeePublic, which is teepublic.com/Sean Geek Podcast.
Or redbubble.com/people/Sean Geek Podcast.
You can get anything from either storefront, from t-shirts, stickers, phone cases, accessories of all kinds. We're talking masks, notebooks, mugs, pillows, totes, tapestries.
Oh my.
Everything's there. Just go to those addresses. Also check the show notes and help support the show. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.